Have you ever caught yourself slipping? I was slipping. I slipped big time. I was at Salvation Army, and I noticed that there was a bunch of horror titles that came in on DVD, and I was like, oh, awesome, let's see what's here. Some of them were bootlegs, and bootlegs of like major releases, which is stupid. Some were UK releases, which was odd. I think this is the first time I've ever seen UK releases. And others were Asian releases, probably bootlegs as well. But being that there's a large Asian population here, that's not unheard of. It's quite common to see those. But I did find one movie. Actually, I found two. One was a movie and the other one was a sort of like a old cartoon compilation DVD. And I grabbed those and I was like, well, if I see anything else, I'll probably pick these up. And I went through the books and I found a group of what it was not first printings, but the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe individual book releases from 1979, the paperbacks for almost all of the books, and they were like in mint condition. Now they were only like $1.75 when they were released, but I'm thinking, you know what, this is awesome. I don't have that particular book. I do not have the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, and to get a first printing of that is likely going to be not going to happen, essentially. And I thought, you know what, these are cool. These are really cool. I can read each individual little book by itself. Keep good care of these and stuff like that. But it was missing one. I literally looked for 45 minutes. At first it was missing two, and I managed to find one of them. I figured it had to have been there. It had to have been there somewhere. But I looked, and it wasn't there. And I was really, so set on this set of books that when I couldn't find them, I was so discouraged, and I put the DVDs back. And I wasn't even really thinking about it. And one of the DVDs, the cartoon one, whatever, I didn't think of it. The film that I found, I figured I already owned it, and I was really just picking it up because I was thinking, you know what, I would probably do a giveaway with it because it's something that everybody should have in their collection. I wasn't even thinking. It wasn't until I got home that night that I decided to check and see what the film was going for. And that's when I realized how bad I was slipping. Because I forgot it's out of print. Though there is plans for it to come out on Blu-ray eventually, it hasn't happened yet, and nobody knows when it will happen. So, right now, used, that DVD goes from anywhere from $40 to, over $100. So yeah, I was slipping. I let one of those DVDs go. To add flame to the fire, to kick myself in the butt again, I checked. I don't actually own it. And I know what you're thinking. What's the movie? Dead Alive. Yeah. And admittedly, it was slightly scratched, so, it wasn't perfect mint condition. If it was perfect mint condition, I probably would have grabbed it anyways, but it was slightly scratched. But I don't think it was scratched so much that it would have been, it wouldn't play. So, yeah, I went back the next day, hoping that it was still there, but all the DVDs had been moved. People had gone through them and looked through them all, and of course, the only one that I recognized as no longer being there anymore, the one movie I wanted. So I did take another look for that last, Lion Witch in the Wardrobe book. First I checked to see if the ones that I found were still there, and they were. I put them all together, hoping maybe somebody would, see them and go, oh, I'll take a look too. But yeah, I spent another half an hour and it still wasn't there. I was hoping maybe it was just in the back and they hadn't brought it out yet, but nothing. Then I thought, well, maybe I'll just buy these ones and, maybe the other one will turn up, and I'm like, that's not likely. And it would drive me nuts having every book in the night that release series except for one. That would drive me nuts. So Slippin' big time was I, and I paid the price. Damn you, Lion Witch in the Wardrobe, for throwing me off my game. I can't believe it. Like, has that ever happened to you where you saw something and you're like, I already have that, I'm not going to get that, or that's a good price, but I don't want to spend that money, only to realize later on that, that $10 DVD was, going for like $120 or something online because it's out of print. You didn't even think about that. Yeah, post down below if you have any of these stories, because honestly, everybody's got to have at least one. Well, anybody who collects has got to have one, unless you're on your game. Maybe you are the expert collector and you never get taken, right? You never buy something and either pay too much or don't buy something and find out it's worth a lot. So yeah, I can't believe. Still kicking myself. This is punching, but you know what I mean. I can't believe it. Yeah. I looked everywhere through that video. I went through the VHS tapes, maybe hoping that somebody had just moved it and that's where it ended up. Nothing. Not a single thing. So disappointed in myself. Oh my God, what was I thinking? Oh well. There will be other opportunities, I hope. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Again, post down below your stories that are of similar natures. Until next time, take care. Have a good one.